Chris, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, brother? I'm sorry. Chris Rogers, you are a comedian. You're in Houston.
That's right.
How is the comedy scene in Houston? I figured it would be amazing.
It is. It is. I actually I moved here. It was a couple years ago to actually get started where I came from. I came from Alabama, and I know it's going to be a shock, but it's not like the entertainment center of the world. So I'd never done it before, and actually moved to Houston, just kind of a shot in the dark.
Wow,
And,
I figured you were from Houston.
No, it's been great. I'm
That's a
really
bold
glad,
move, dude.
glad I came here.
Cool. Yeah, that's like a big move.
Yeah. I mean, the place where I was, and it wasn't very big, and so yeah, that was kind of an adjustment. So I thought in my head, like, well, maybe I could go to New York, but I didn't want to go that extreme to start. I just wanted to get on a stage first. So, but yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
What made you take that leap in your life?
I was just, I remember one day I was having a really crappy day. Just a lot of stuff happened, and I was like, this can't be what I'm supposed to be doing. I was just in an office. I was like, just hating everything. I was like, all right, there's got to be something better. And I was like, what would I do if money was no option? I was like, immediately, I've always loved to write, and I was like, I'd love to do stand. So a few months later, I was gone. So
cool, dude.
That's awesome.
How old were you when you did that?
How old? Let's see. I was 29. So I started doing stand up right when I turned 30.
That's awesome.
So,
yeah,
so I'm still. I started a little bit later than a lot of guys, I guess, but yeah, I really don't feel like I just didn't make that leap in my head. I didn't even consider it as an option. But then once I started doing it, I just felt like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do.
I feel like you have an advantage too when you're a little older, like a little more confidence. Yeah, and yes, more to talk about. Exactly.
Yeah, because I had nothing really to talk about for a while, but now it's just, you run across so many people that annoy you over a long period of time. And then you can figure out some jokes. So.
What do you do in your act? Is that what you use more regular, from your everyday life stuff, or?
Yeah, my writing is always it always just comes, like, all my ideas come from just living. I'm not really a sit down with a blank sheet of paper kind of guy. Like, I'll do that when I edit jokes, but the idea is always like when I'm out just doing something, and I'll jot something down on my phone.
I like that.
And say, okay, that could be funny.
I love observational comedy.
Yeah, it's just I just like to. It's hard for me to go up and there's a lot of different styles, but it's hard for me to get on stage and talk about something if I don't have a real, feeling about it. So I can't just go up and just tell a joke. It has to be, for me, it's got to be a little bit more personal.
Cool. Have you ever felt like just giving up?
Oh, yeah. You're not a comic if you haven't had that thought, I think. It's just, yeah, you get up there, a lot of times you're like, what the hell am I doing? This is ridiculous. There's like two people, some really crappy bar, and you're like, why am I even doing this right now? It's just stupid.
Yeah, we talked to a big comedian last week, and he did a benefit show, and he said, he said 6 people. There was a little more, but he said still there wasn't many people, and it was for some girl to get a liver.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was rough. Yeah, Bob Phillips is his name. Like I said, he's a big comedian, and if you look him up, the clip is called Becky's Liver. He's like, I guess Becky ain't getting a liver for $60.
Yes. It's really like there's somebody who just started like a few weeks ago, and he was asking, like, I don't really feel like I haven't been doing it long enough where I feel like I can just give a lot of advice, but what I tell people is just get on stage as much as you possibly can. But he was like, whenever somebody comes up and asks me, like, if they should do stand-up, I'm like, well, are you okay with just getting punched in the gut every single night? And, people, a lot of it just sucks, but it's also really great. It's like the best thing in the world.
I like to give just bad advice. Like, the worst thing I can think of, like, is what I tell people to do. Like, But I don't know if that's what you're going up against. Like, you kind of don't need any more bad
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
I will purposely go to like really tough places, like just when I'm working on jokes, like the open mics. I will go to a lot. It's really a lot of comics will get comfortable. You'll get comfortable in a certain room, and you'll be like, okay, these are my people. I can relate to them. But I like to go. I would throw myself in like really crappy situations on purpose.
Wow.
Just so I have to deal with that bad feeling on stage. If it's and then you get comfortable. So and then you're like, well, even if it goes bad, like at a good show, you can handle it a little bit better.
Yeah, it's that going out of your comfort zone thing, and you gain that experience and that skill by doing that.
Yeah, it's like the I think it was something on Seinfeld where George Costanza, he was talking about women, but I guess it's the same with comedy. It's like once you not caring is really the secret. Once you stop caring, that or once you lose all hope, that's the only hope, or something like that. I can't remember the quote.
That's awesome.
Yeah, once you kind of like the first time, there's one of the local comics here that said embrace bombing, and that didn't really hit home with me for a while. And then after I did it, you kind of find the humor while you're up there. Sometimes it's just really crappy, but it's kind of funny. And like once I got comfortable doing that, it was a lot more fun.
I've always enjoyed pissing people off. So like, I think that would carry over. Like, I would just love fucking with the crowd.
Yeah. See, a lot of comics do that. I'm not really like I'll venture out in the audience every now and again, but not very much. Like my comedy is not really the most abrasive.
Yeah, so I used to love when Dice would just tear a crowd apart. Just the first and second row, he would just crucify.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely not. I'm probably the polar opposite of that. But
and I've seen too Bill Burr, and I've seen him live and do it, and Jim Brewer just deal with a heckler. It's amazing.
Oh, I got to see Bill Burr here in Houston a few months ago. He came here, and it was so good. I had never seen him. He's like one of my top comics of all time for me. And I got to see him, and somebody started heckling him probably like 5 minutes into the show, just up in the balcony.
Wow.
And he did that classic, like, Bill Burr, really? And just kind of zoned in on him for like 10 minutes and just destroyed him.
He doesn't let up, dude. He doesn't.
It was really funny, but everybody wanted him to do it because the show just started, and we were all really excited to be there. And then this guy starts yelling out. But he's great. He's just incredible to watch.
Yeah. What else do you do, Chris? Do you have any other job or anything like that?
Yeah, it's just your regular old office job, sitting behind a computer all day. It's probably the most boring thing in the world, but it helps to pay the bills, so that's good.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
You can't just dive full in. That's you got to get good enough to get to make it a living at some point. But
I can't.
Thankfully, it's kind of a. But I'll just throughout the day I'll walk around my phone if I've got a bathroom break or lunch, and I'm constantly jotting stuff down. So just to kind of keep me sane in there.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I always keep something to write on.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm really in the minority, at least in Houston, as far as how you write your jokes down. Like I'm all digital. My handwriting sucks, but I see everybody carries around a pad. It looks really cool, but I just I always just jot everything down on my phone. So
yeah. I always write too. I always write stuff down. I don't have a smartphone. I'm kind of a caveman with that stuff.
Yeah, I just got into the point.
What's that?
Until a couple of years ago, I didn't see the point of having a smartphone. Now I can't live without it. But
Yeah, they're evil.
yeah,
That's what I
it's
feel
pretty
like. Like I would just not. I wouldn't work. I wouldn't work if I had one of those.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I just can't be one of those. I'm just proud that I'm not a Bluetooth. I hope you guys aren't a Bluetooth person.
No.
But, yeah.
I
just saw somebody. I was in the grocery store earlier. Somebody just walking around, just buying SpaghettiOs.
on the Bluetooth.
I have to
It's
admit,
important.
I always laugh at people. Like when I
I-
first started seeing them, I thought people were like saying hey to me or something.
yeah, I have a Bluetooth headset, but I don't use it in the car or out on like the regular streets. I use it for my workout.
Okay.
I use it with my phone when I
That's
work
right.
out.
Even the car is okay.
Yeah, I don't use it for anything other
that
than
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, just like if it's buying SpaghettiOs, I don't really think it's
No.
necessary.
No, just walking in a
just
store,
Bluetooth-
no.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty obnoxious.
Or like the guy taking a piss with his Bluetooth.
Or
Yeah.
shit.
Talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck,
That
dude?
fucking scumbag.
I just scream random things while I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I like that.
You just scream random things.
Oh god. Oh man. Oh god.
Sorry for the dead silence there. I'm pouring scotch, and Rob got himself another beer, so
Yeah.
we had an
It's all good.
alcohol refill
Alcoholic
moment.
frenzy.
Yeah.
I could use a beer right now. I just got through. I'm parked in a parking lot right now, but I've been on the road, and it's driving through Houston it just pisses me off every day. So it's getting a nice downtime right now.
How long of a commute do you have from work?
It's pretty sizable. It's probably like 45 minutes.
It's not too
So-
bad. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever go over an hour on a commute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of shit.
I mean, it can take longer than that. If it's really bad traffic, but
Yeah.
it's just it's really just a lot of stupidity. I mean, it's just everywhere. I can't handle it. I had no traffic to deal with when I was in Alabama. I know that's probably a shock too, but there's really, looking back, I used to complain about the traffic there, and now when I get here, it's just I had no road rage, and now it's just starting to come out.
Dude, I instantly get it. As soon as I start driving. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
Me too.
And I was just say I lived in West Virginia for a few years, and dude, getting stuck behind farm traffic, like a farm vehicle, that was infuriating because it would be going like 10 miles an hour,
With a no passing
single
zone.
lane, single lane highway. Even if you could pass, there were too many cars coming on the other side to do so.
Yeah, I just saw a tow truck a few minutes ago, right before I came in here, just pulled like all 4 lanes, completely cutting everybody off. He's like, "This is what I'm doing."
That's
and he
amazing.
just kind of he just made a decision he was going to exit.
I love those people.
Yeah.
A lot of determined drivers.
Well, he was in a tow truck. He didn't give a shit.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've ridden with a. It was a guy. It was not a tow truck, but it was a big truck. Like I had. Well, I guess it was a tow truck. What am I talking about? My car. My car broke down. It's like a year and a half ago, and I had somebody to pick me up, and they were like giving me a ride. It was like AAA or whatever, and they were giving me a ride. And the guy was pretty crazy, actually. Like I got in there. And he was purposely just getting on people's bumper and just laughing out loud. Like it was one of the scariest moments in my life. And yes, but it was pouring down rain. He just like kept cutting people off, and I don't know. I thought that was how it was going to end. I thought that was it.
I'd like to talk to him someday
Really?
as he's doing it. Oh, what's the weather like, Chris? Because we got the warmest winter ever up here.
Oh yeah, it's fucking
It's
horrible.
been in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. We had a blizzard
Oh,
for
man.
2 days, and then everything went hot again.
Yeah, the blizzard hit here pretty hard. It was probably like 70, something like that. So it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
No, it's like 60 right now. That's what my car says. It's 60, but so it's pretty nice. I like 60 degrees. I can
Yeah, it
do
was
that.
just 55 when I was out before.
Yeah,
That's way too fucking warm for up here at this time of the year.
Yeah, man. I think it's on El Nino shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much. Too fucking warm.
It's the same, like, warm temperature.
I thought El Nino went away.
No, it's one of those, like, it's one of
Reoccurring.
those weather patterns that it can come every so often because
What
like,
is El Nino?
It's
a tropical storm.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's like a warm front that like stays
And
for
it's
a period of time.
Spanish for the Nino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking Chris
that's-
Farley.
that's the only thing I think of is Chris Farley.
Yes, that's what I said, bro. That's
Oh,
what I
that was,
said.
I love that clip. It's Spanish for the Nino.
So good.
It is. His fucking outfit was great. He had the
Yeah.
Matador shirt on.
He's like 400 pounds and his shirt's wide open.
He was amazing.
Yes, he was. He was fucking
Oh.
hysterical.
Who are some of your favorite comedians, Chris?
Let's see. Oh man, I've got so many, but some of my favorite ones I mentioned. Bill Burr is definitely one of my top. I like Jim Gaffigan. I'm big.
Yeah.
I like Nate Bargatze a lot. I've been listening to him a good bit lately. And John Mulaney's up there. Richard Pryor. Let's see. Pete Holmes. I like. Yeah, Brian Regan. He's probably one of my. Still, I mean, I've seen him a ton, and every
He's
single
great.
time I'm just amazed by like the amount of energy and just to work clean, especially, and it's just.
yeah.
To watch him just destroy an audience is great.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
great
rare that a comedian could do that like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I heard Bill Burr say this in an interview one time. It was just talking about like a lot of people that may not listen to Brian Regan think just hear him, it's just like some goofy guy, but he's like, you don't understand. This guy is the rage that's underneath all these jokes. He's just able to express it differently.
I've
And,
heard him stuff he said backstage. Opie and Anthony always had him on over the years, and there was a show where it was backstage after one of his sets, and Opie went back to talk to him, and he was drinking, and that's another thing. Like, he's not really a drinker. He pounded back like a glass of whiskey or scotch or something, and just said, "Your fucking fans are fucking horrible." Like, and you never would think that would come out of his mouth, but
Yeah. Yeah, I really like. I kind of gravitate like Jim Gaffigan's just a really strong.
Yeah.
I loved his writing
Yeah,
so much.
his
It's
oddness.
very,
Yeah, he's so weird,
odd,
but he's so
but
fucking funny.
great. Yeah.
yeah. I think if you're able to do that, and you know, it's I don't look at them as clean comics, even though they are. They're just funny.
Yeah.
I think it's great if you can hear somebody express themselves really clearly, and even express like anger without going in that direction and hitting those key words. It's
Yeah.
it's tough. But
That's why I like Mitch Hedberg so much. Mitch Hedberg's my favorite comedian of all time.
yeah,
And
He's smart too.
Yeah,
like
he was.
You just don't think of a stoner being
Yeah.
smart. Like, dude, his
He really
wordplay was
was.
amazing.
I just read something about Mitch Hedberg. One of the comics posted on Facebook like 2 days ago, and it was like a note that Mitch Hedberg wrote to I think it was to like Bic Pens or something like that,
Mhm.
and he was trying to get them to sponsor his comedy. It was hilarious. I mean, it was. You can probably, I'm sure if you Googled it, you can probably find it, but. It's a really funny letter. He's trying to convince them like how much he loved their pens, and it was just an entire letter he wrote on it, and it was really good.
Nice. Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, we're looking this up right
Yes.
now.
Yeah, I'm not. That's the only place I've seen it was just on Facebook. But I guess if you Google,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what you Google, but hopefully it'll.
Big pens. Mitch Hedberg. Let's see.
I think it was Dick. I think it was maybe I don't know. Maybe it was Uniball or something like that.
There
Yeah,
we
I
go.
saw
Yeah,
that. I
the
saw
Uniball comes up.
Uniball. One of the first link. You got it, Mike?
That's coming up right now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right.
Mitch Hedberg wrote to Uniball pen. Uniball is
Right.
a great pen.
Yeah, it is. It is. I might write a letter too.
I was gonna say, we should all do this.
They're gonna be like, who the hell is Chris Rogers? I don't know. Why would we do anything?
I am writing to the makers of Uniball gel impact pen. Unfortunately, I'm doing so with a Pilot P500 as of this moment. I have yet to locate your magnificent pen in a store. As soon as I find one, I will purchase one. This is the deal. I am a stand-up comedian. My name is Mitch Hedberg. I have been on The Late Show with David Letterman 6 times. I have a half-hour comedy. Oh, now an ad pops up.
Half-hour Comedy Central special that is played on the channel all the time. I've made a guest appearance on that 70s show, and I have a very, very small role in the new Cameron Crowe film, Almost Famous. I've done just about every cable comedy show around. Right now, I am on a tour in an RV with my wife. Our next stop is Raleigh, North Carolina. One evening, we pulled up into a KOA to sleep. I had, that's the other side. You got the other side there?
Yeah, I had to fill out a registration slip, and the security guy handed me one of your gel impact pens to do so. This is a very satisfying writing experience, to say very little. I would love to arrange a sponsorship deal with your company so I can plug the thing. I'd be so happy to wear a Uniball t-shirt on my next Letterman spot. I'd promote the pen any way possible. I still handwrite most of my jokes. Perhaps I will type them more if Uniball unleashes a gel impact keyboard. I use pens constantly. Your pen is it. I've tried buying expensive pens, but none have lived up to the GI. So smooth and easy to control. Is there anything we can do together? And it just goes on. That's amazing. That is really cool. That's cool. It's just like a heartfelt letter to Uniball.
Yeah. If you read it, you can really feel. I mean,
Dude.
It's pretty sincere. I think you just really love it.
There's like 3 more pages. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Jesus Christ.
That's amazing. Chris, we actually have to wrap this up, dude, but where can everybody find you?
Well, this weekend, I come to the Joke Joint Comedy Showcase here in Houston almost every week, and I'll be stopping by there this weekend. Ben Moore is headlining. My buddy Tuva Genti is a local comic. He'll also be there, so should be a lot of fun. I've got some local shows coming up at Traffic Premium Lounge. It's in downtown Houston, and but yeah, I come to Joke Joint every week, and stop by the some other local shows. So yeah, if anybody just check out I usually post stuff on Twitter. I'm not always great about it, but just you can check that out, and I'll try to put any dates I have on there.
Cool. And that's at Chris is Joking, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Thanks for talking to us, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I enjoyed it. It's good to talk to you
Anytime.
guys.
You too, brother.
Awesome. Have a good one, man.
Take care.
All right, see ya.
Later, bro. Cool.
All right, guys, we're going to break. We'll be back.